If you just had your kickoff call or you started a brand new subscription and you're confused on where to get started, you're in the right place. I'm in a brand new account here where I have a couple projects that are existing here just to show what a lived in subscription looks like. But this is normal, and we want to go ahead and start customizing this account to fit us. We want to find the admin menu where we can manage all of our configurations. So we'll click our name in the top right corner and click on Settings Admin. In the first menu here, we have all of the things that we'll click on probably on a daily basis. We can create projects, create our baselines or list of tasks, add and manage users, add and manage locations, and even support tickets. Down below, these are the menus you'll be primarily using when you're setting up your account in the first few months. For location config, when you create a new location, you'll need to tell us, does this location belong to what area, what brand, what continent, what management company, region, and type. You don't have to use all of these. You could open up type and decide it's not something you want to use. So you can just set a field to NA, and that's what you can select when you make a new location and it comes time to choosing the type. So at each organization, it's different. You're organizing your locations by different areas, regions, brands. I've seen other accounts for regions. They actually put individual persons' names who are the regional leaders for specific areas or specific regions. They do the same thing for area as well, specific individuals' names. So go ahead and just click on each one. So I'll click on brand here. I can click on add new. The add new button is same spot on almost every page. Brand is a little bit unique because you can actually create the brand name here. You can then add the logo of that specific brand and even change its background color. As far as task config, whenever you create a new task, you'll need to tell us what job title should the person who's responsible for this task be. So it's a little bit confusing, but when you make a task, you're going to assume that this task is going to appear at every single location. So when this task appears at the location, you want the sales leader to do this task. The sales leader is different at every single location. Later on, we'll assign that task to a specific user who has access to Pacer. So these are all just placeholders for the beginning, and it also helps us use the graphs on the dashboard page to sort of drill down into job title and department and discipline. That way you can start to get these graphs and dashboards making more sense. So you'll want to just create a whole bunch of job titles. I've seen a lot of other companies do, like, they have a finance leader, but they might also have a corporate finance person. So they'll make a job title for corporate finance. Some tasks are meant for a property level and some tasks are meant for the corporate finance level. So we can go ahead and just add that. If you have a few others that you don't need, you can do two things. You can click on it and you can say, whatever it is that you want to put in here. So front of house leader, and you can just overwrite something that exists and save that. Or if there's something that you don't feel you're going to be using, instead of overwriting it, you can simply just make it inactive and go ahead and save that. In Pacer, nothing gets deleted. Things just get marked as inactive. We can always grab those inactive items by just going to this column here, switching to no, or switching to all to see both active and inactive job titles. Once you do the job titles, you'll want to do disciplines next. Disciplines are parents. So you can see here we have food and beverage as a discipline. After you set your disciplines, the next thing you're going to want to do is set up your departments. The reason why you have to do it in that order is because when you set up a new department, we'll call this one lobby bar, you'll need to associate this department with a discipline. So this rolls up into food and beverage. I'll go ahead and save that. Again, this is important because of the way that we set up all of our graphs and the ways that you can organize reports and drill down into project performance across your portfolio. So just to recap, You are setting up your account so that it's customized to your organization. We went to our name in the top right corner. We clicked on Settings Admin. And here we're managing all of our configurations. So I've scrolled down to Location Configurations and I went down to Task Configurations. If you're all set with that and you want to take the next step, you could go ahead and click on Locations and start creating new locations by clicking Add New in the top right corner. If you remember, you can see all of our brand, area, management company, region, continent, type, all of these drop downs. If you just go ahead and press save and continue, it'll highlight in red all of the mandatory fields. And you'll see here, I believe it was type that maybe I wrote NA. Yeah, there it is right there. Whatever I wrote in on these configuration menus is what's going to appear in these drop down menus. So go ahead and customize. You can make new locations if you'd like, or it's something that we'll cover in training.